This is Gillian Helfgott. She is the wife and carer of world-renowned pianist David Helfgott, whose story we all got to know in the movie Shine, which I have to say was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Now, Gillian, give me some of the history of you and David.
Well, I can do that very quickly. I met him on the 30th of November 1983 at 1:15 p.m. in Perth.
Wow, that's precise.
He was swimming in the pool of the owner of Ricardo's restaurant, the wine bar where he was working. He came in dripping wet, came over and hugged me and said, "I've heard all about you, Gillian. You're going to come and hear me play tonight?" And I said, "Yes, David." So I did, and I was just stunned by the brilliance of the man. And David had really a lot of health challenges at that time. The next morning, he came around for another swim and asked me to marry him. Anyway, it's 9 days. It'll be our 30th wedding anniversary, and we're both still standing. Those first few years were challenging because of the pain he'd experienced over many aspects of his life. And so it was a very interesting journey. But I can say, and I don't think many people who've been married for 30 years could say they'd never had a boring day. And I tell you, I'm ready for a boring day. So David is an absolutely brilliant musician. His level of practicality is very small. His professor at the Royal College of Music said to him, "David, you better make a success of your piano because you'd be hopeless at anything else." I'm David's carer by choice. I married him knowing that he needed care. It's not something that was thrust on me, like so most carers are in this other thing, and I think they're heroes. And this is something that carers do need. They need respite because it is the constant commitment, and carers are very committed people. And I think commitment's a great word. The love that David has brought into my life, completely unconditional. He's going to sort of mix with you afterwards, so if you don't like being hugged, go to the other part of the room because he's the most affectionate, hugging human being. And I've learnt so much from this. Of course, the beauty of his music feeds your soul, and so often David makes my heart sing. And one of the lessons I had to learn was to accept help from friends. Trying to do it all on your own is not the wisest course because you will burn yourself out. When I met him, he smoked 125 cigarettes a day. He drank 25 cups of coffee with 5 spoonfuls of sugar. Wasn't that wonderful for his health? No wonder he wasn't in good shape. People said, "How did he give up the smoking?" I took him swimming, so he swam for 2 hours a day, and I kissed him a lot. So,
So David will be coming out here pretty soon, so we have to wind it up and assume the brace position for hugs, because seriously, once he gets hold of you, he doesn't like to let you go. And they are wonderful hugs,
yes.
Like fantastic hugs. What is, I guess, the final word that you'd like to have today about being a carer and caring?
I think the work that the carers do, and most of them have far more physical challenges with the people they're caring for than I do. And I think they're the salt of the earth. And I'm going to cry because you move me so much that you give your life and your love to these your family or friends. And where would this country be if it weren't for the carers? And we've got to support it in every way we can, because they are just... Oh, sorry, but I'm an emotional Sagittarian.